Visit me at sheldontherealtor.com. Hey guys, Sheldon here, and I'm here with Dr. Salam, very good friend of mine. I've known him since 1997. We were in the ninth grade, right?
Yeah, high school.
Freshmen in high school. So I wanted to do this interview because it's very special and dear and close to me. It's about achieving your dream and working hard towards your dreams and your goal. And Latif, he's a MD, medical doctor, board certified, and it's I'm very proud of him. And it's actually very rare to find someone that's worked towards their goal and achieved it and actually living and enjoying life and doing something that they love and they're passionate about. So I'm bringing this interview to you to, just pick his brain, ask him a few questions on what it took for him to achieve his goal, and hopefully I can take away some good key points away from this interview. Say, hey, Latif, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I just want to say thanks for, having me on your show and, taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate that. Again, I think this is a privilege that you chose to ask me these questions, and I really appreciate it. And, I'm here to answer your questions.
Nice. So how long have you been an official doctor?
Well, I graduated medical school in 2012, so, I've been a doctor since 2012 when I graduated medical school. I'm now an attending. I became an attending last year, 2015, after I graduated residency. So, if you want to say how long have I been an attending physician, i.e. I'm no longer under training, since, summer of 2015.
Oh, nice. Okay. So he's still new. But he's a very young man. I remember when he went away to medical school, and he had a long road ahead of him, but he stuck it through, and he never gave up, never quit. And there's a lot of things that that goes with the process of achieving and working towards your goals. If someone was to ask you, what does it take to become a doctor? Not like the classes you have to take or the school you have to go to, but in terms of like what personality traits and you must have to become a doctor.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. So I think, the most important thing is, to be a physician, you have to be a person who's, one, disciplined. Two, you have to be good in the sciences, so you have to be smart. You don't have to be honestly A student. You could be a B student, but you have to be at least good in the sciences because, you have to take a lot of science classes, and medicine is science. And then the other thing I would say is, besides being disciplined and being, I guess, a pretty good student, you also have to be dedicated because the coursework is rigorous. There's a lot of exams, and a lot of times you'll get to a point where you'll feel like, oh, this is very challenging. But if you're dedicated, you stick with it and you get it done. So those three things are I think very important to want to be a doctor and to actually get there and achieve that goal.
All right. So how long did it take you? Like how many years did you have to put in to get to where you're at right now?
So after high school, this has been an 11-year, journey.
Yikes.
Yeah.
11 years.
4 years undergrad, 4 years medical school, 3-year residency training. 11 years, a lot of debt, and also a lot of exams.
So what kept you going? A lot of people look at it like 11 years to finally achieve my dreams, because we're living in a time where everyone wants it right now. So what kept you going without looking at it like, yikes, 11 years? What was in your mind? What kept you focused?
So, first and foremost, I had a lot of, my parents, my sisters. I have 2 older sisters, and my brother, my younger brother. They all were, people who kind of pushed me and said, Latif, you're so smart, you're going to be a doctor. So, one of the things that kept me going was my family who supported me, their support.
The support system, nice.
Yeah, that was probably the first thing I would say, having the support from, the household. The other thing is, basically knowing what the outcome will be once I'm done. 11 years seems like a long time, but I mean, I remember, when we met like yesterday, right? And that was before. That was in high school.
Right, right.
I remember our health education class.
Right.
Mrs. Williams,
Yeah, yeah, great
So,
memory.
that was like in 97, 98,
Right.
So basically a support system from the household, essentially knowing what the reward would be, the outcome when you get there, just wanted to make something out of yourself, not giving up, having a goal and sticking to it, and basically saying you're going to get it done because you know you can do it, you're good enough to do it.
So let me ask you, with that being said, having a goal and sticking to it, so that means you didn't like try to jump into different industries. You had like concentrated focus on that one particular goal?
Yeah, because I mean, look, I love fashion. My nickname is Doc Fashion because I have a lot of designer clothes and all that stuff. I like to look good and dress nice and all. I'm actually a very dapper physician. If you saw me in the hospital, I got bow ties on and everything. So I like to look good. But the point of the matter is, I just knew that it was my calling and that was what I was going to be good at. Yeah, I'm good at fashion. I don't want to be a stylist though. I'm not a fashion designer. So you have to have. I think when you have one thing planned for yourself, you can kind of just take care of business. You can get to it and get it done. When you have too many little things going, you don't really get to dedicate yourself and all your energy, and you end up making a mess in most circumstances. Right. So for me, I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't want to be anything else, and I worked hard. I went to college. I went to medical school. I did my residency. Now I'm an attending. I'm a teaching attending. I'm a clinical assistant professor. Again, it's basically the outcome that I wanted. If I was doing medical school and then I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that, I don't think I would be successful. I think you have to just dedicate yourself to one thing, and then maybe after you succeed in that one thing, you can look at something else. So now I've made it. I'm an attending physician. So maybe I want to do something else.
Nice. So now let me ask you. Right, you focused on that one thing, right? So in regards to like during the time when you had exams and you were back home in New York, and I know in the summertime everyone is going out, there's different parties, events, but you had to give that up. Do you feel like sacrificing was a big thing in your life?
Oh, absolutely, man. I made plenty of sacrifice. Like you said, I remember, even before medical school, like in college and undergrad, when I was taking like these organic chemistry class in summer school. I remember this one vividly. I'll never forget it. It was July 4th, and I had an exam July 5th. It was organic chemistry. I was doing it at City College in New York City. And I mean, it was July 4th. I was right here in the apartment studying like crazy for my test the next day. I remember there was nothing but music outside on the street. Everybody's having fun. But, I knew, I had a test. So I stayed home and I studied and I aced the exam, So,
nice.
You got to learn, that's the thing, man. People always going to be having fun. If you want to have fun and you don't want to take care of business, you're going to get in trouble. So you have to be smart enough to know your time will come when you're going to get to have fun too.
Nice. I mean, I like that. I mean, sacrificing is a key. It's a major because, like you said, while everyone is having fun, pretty much you're working, and that's what got you to that next level.
Yeah. But you know what? I think it's fun too when when you learn, again, that's why you got to enjoy what you do. Like when I'm learning medicine, when I'm learning, studying for board exams and things like that. It's fun. It's fun having more knowledge. It's fun knowing you're becoming a better doctor. It's fun getting better at what you do.
Nice.
So you should have some, you should take some pleasure in that also. Because if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, then you're going to be in trouble.
True indeed. I admire you. Every time I speak to you and I see you traveling, because that's one of your other passion, I sit there because I feel like, all right, this guy's working toward, like, he loves traveling. He's focused on being a doctor. Whenever you had a break, you were able to travel. And you made the sacrifices, because I remember vividly calling you to, like, let's hang out. You're like, no, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to get the work done. And, and now your time has come.
Yeah.
You're at the place that you envision. Like, you envision this, right? I remember you used to always talk about it, like, I'm going to be a doctor. That's one thing.
Yeah.
He's always talking about it. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm not a regular person. I'm going to be a doctor.
Yeah,
like,
I
he
know.
spoke it into existence, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That's one thing. Everyone knew this guy's going to be a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to believe that, when you talk about something, you got to believe it. You got to believe that when you say you're going to be successful, you have to live it, you have to believe it, you have to dream it, you have to encompass it. So, that's exactly what I did. I said I wanted to be a doctor. I knew I was smart enough. I knew I was dedicated enough. I knew I was disciplined enough. And, and I got the job done. And mom and dad are very proud. Everybody's proud. I'm proud of myself. But the one thing I must say is I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be Dr. Latif Salam if it wasn't for the people around me who pushed me and supported me. That's actually a very important part, having the support, because it's a very difficult thing. But when you have support, people that you can turn to and talk to when things are not going that well, and they'll push you in the right direction, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. Honestly, people always told me, I remember, I took a lot of exams. I've written a lot of board exams, and from step 1, step 2, step 3, medicine boards, all the exams in medical school. And, I remember every time I was worried, people would say, oh, you'll be fine. And guess what? I was always fine. They were always right. So, people who supported you, who believed in you, those people are the people that matter the most. And those are people you have to really have gratitude for having in your life. So
nice.
So that's the good thing about.
So you had a good support team. Did you have any mentors?
Oh, absolutely. I had a couple. I have 2 mentors. One of my mentors is he's an attending physician. He's a physician scientist curing cancer right now.
Nice.
At Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. We wrote a paper together. He's a leukemia specialist, Dr. Omar Abdel Wahab. He's one of my mentors. My other mentor is also an oncologist, he's based in Staten Island. Dr. Thomas Forlanza. He's also an oncologist. I met him when I was a medical student. I met Omar when I was a resident. Both of those guys are very influential in my life. I talk to them all the time. They give me advice on things. And, mentorship is very important. You have to have somebody you look up to. Those are people I look up to. And those are people I want to be like when I grow up, So, very important part of your development.
Nice. So, I'm not going to make the video long and drawn out. I really appreciate your time. So, I want to ask you overall, with getting to the place where you are now, how you feel now. Did you feel that way? Did you envision the feeling when you were saying I'm going to become a doctor, and you felt it this is how I'm going to feel when I become a doctor? Do you have that feeling right now?
Yeah, because one, I think being a doctor, taking care of people is a privilege. People trust you as a physician. It's a privilege to take care of people. And when you help people, a lot of people, people are very, they show a lot of gratitude. They thank you. And, that makes you feel good because you've done something. You've made a difference in the life of people. This job is as quite as important as any job, if not the most important job, anybody can have. I'm biased because I am a doctor. But educators, doctors, pharmacists, these are people, we are the people that keep the society intact. So that being said, the job is very rewarding. So is this the feeling that I envision? That, when it's all said and this is what I feel like? Absolutely. This is exactly what I thought it would feel like, walking into the wards, taking care of people and people thanking you. And, people, teaching as a teaching attendant, teaching residents now, teaching medical students. It's great. It's definitely what I thought it will be. And, the financial part is great too. So finally you're having some financial relief, right? Having money to buy whatever you want. Help out your mom, help out your dad, take care of your folks. It's a great thing.
You touched on a key thing. I was about to end the video, but before I even go on that, all right, you spoke on the reward of helping people out. But was money one of the focus as well, or you just knew the money would come, once you achieved your goal?
Well, financial security is an important part, right? Because I like nice things. I want to have a nice car. I want to have a nice home. I want to take nice vacations. I want to provide my children maybe things I didn't have growing up. So, being a doctor, I knew I would make pretty good money and have money to take care of myself.
But was that a major motivating force to become a doctor?
Probably not, because remember, this is such a long road, and there's debt involved in medical. Medical
True
education
indeed.
is
True
quite
indeed.
expensive.
True
There's
indeed.
plenty of debt involved that you accumulate prior to getting to the point, but the money can't be your number one reason. It's part of the reason why I wanted to be a doctor, because I know I have a good salary and I'll be fine. I'll be able to have most of the things I want. But I wouldn't say it's the most important thing. The most important thing is I wanted to help people and make a difference. I wanted a great job that made me feel good and I was rewarded.
So the money came along the way. It wasn't
the
primary
money
thing.
the money's coming. It didn't came.
It's coming.
Yeah,
I got you.
The money's coming now.
Yeah.
I'm an attending, right?
Yeah,
When you're a
yeah.
resident, you're not making that much money.
Right.
But yeah, the money's important, but I wouldn't say it's the most important thing. But yeah, it's important, and it's great to have financial freedom to be able to go to a store, buy whatever you want, take trips. That stuff is nice. It's nice to have that after all your hard work. So it's part of like the rewards, I guess.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, man, I really appreciate your time. I called him up and I asked him to sit here with me and sit down for an interview so I can put it up and to inspire the world.
Yeah.
And,
thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate you, reaching out. I mean, it's not like you reach out. We're like best friends, so it's not. It's basically doing this is a nice gesture, though. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Most importantly, please subscribe. And the number one thing I would ask of you to do is to share this video to your friends, your family, and your social media followers. I want everyone to take away from this interview with something important. And thank you again. My name is Sheldon Myers. Take care. Hey guys, hit that subscribe button. I have a lot more videos coming your way. I want to interact with my audience and I want to grow my audience by bringing to you useful information that'll help you grow. So guys, hit that subscribe button now. Thank you. My new book, The Realtor's Guide, Updated and Expanded, it's out now. It's a downloadable ebook on Amazon. I'm coming to you directly without going through a middleman. I'm presenting my book to my audience. I've put everything that I've learned from my many years of real estate, showing you step by step on how to make money consistently as soon as you get your real estate license. If you know anyone that's thinking about getting their license or currently in the industry, please pass the book along. Tell them about it. It's a downloadable book right to your tablet or to your phone. I'm showing you all that I've learned over the many years, and you will definitely learn a lot from the book. I appreciate you guys.